Good morning to all. I am Visalakshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in Tandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. Welcome to e-learning class. Today's topic is distribution system. So distribution system which connects all the load and distributes to the different locality, or it's a part of power system which distributes the electrical power for the local use. Electrical system which feeds between the substation, transmission system and consumer need. Distributor line consists of feeders, distributors and service mains. So from the diagram we can see the feeders. So what is feeder? Which carries the current carrying capacity. Distributors. Distributor representing the which carries the current, but the current through it is not constant. So here it represents the tappings. Just considering A, B, C, D. So A, B, B, C, C, D, D, A. These are the tappings. The supply is given to the consumers. Next is a service main. It's a small conductor which delivers power to the consumer. So classifications of distribution system is based on the nature of current. So based on the nature of current, it is based on the current nature of current, that is DC distribution system and AC distribution system. Based on type of construction, overhead transmission line, underground transmission line. Scheme of construction, radial, ring main and interconnected systems. DC distribution. It depends on nature of the load and on feeding, whether it is on one end or both ends. So according to the loading, distributors are classified as feeding at one end, distributor feeding at one end, feeding at both ends with equal voltage, with unequal voltage, feeding distributors feeding at center and ring main systems. So distributor feeding at one end. Okay, distributor feeding at one end here. So here it represents A point. So connected to the supply at one end and load at the other point. So load at the other points along with the length. So points distributors AB feeding at a point A. Different loads are C, D and E. So the main fault occur here is if any fault occurs in the system, the entire will be interrupted or disturbed. Okay, so this is the distributors feeding at one end. Distributors feeding at both the ends. So here the point A and here the point B. So both the ends. What happens is distributor connected to the supply mains both ends. Loads are tapped at different points. So voltage may decrease. Voltage may decrease from one feeding point, that is from A it goes on decreasing and reaches the minimum value and start reaches again the maximum value. Distributors at center. Here C is a center point. Okay, C is a center point to single feed distributors. This is a common point. See here the current goes on increase and then decreasing. Here I3 plus I4 and I4. So this is what distributors feeding at the center. Ring main. So ring main equivalent to the straight distributors feeding at the both the ends. So here it is a feeder and this is one distributed ring. So next is a problem. A 2-wire DC distributor cable AB is 2 km long, supplies load of 100 amps, 150 amps, 20 amps, 50 amps. Situated for 500, 1000 meter, 1600, 2000 meter from the feeding point A. Each conductor has a resistance of 0.01 ohms per 1000 meter. Calculate the potential difference at each point if the potential difference is 300 voltage is maintained at a point A. So here distributor feeding at one end, VA is equal to 300. How to calculate the current? So as I told already, distributor feeding at one end, it goes on decreasing. Okay, voltage as well as the current goes on decreasing. First, we just calculate the resistance. So the resistance given is 0.01 ohms per 1000 meters. So I just obtained 0.42 kilometers, 0.02 ohms. And similarly, we have to calculate for each section. So first is AC section and CD section is nothing but just multiplying the 0.02 with the different meters, 500 meter, 1000, 1600, 2000. And similarly DE section and EB section. Okay. So current for various distribution. So current for various distribution, you just see here from this point, that is from the starting point to the ending point. Okay, starting point to the ending point. IAC, so 400 plus 100, and similarly ICD 250 plus 150, just adding all the current. Okay, so here it goes on decreasing. Okay, so suppose if we see here, it goes on increasing. Okay, and the next is to calculate the potential difference at point C, VC, voltage here. So previous, okay, so here previous voltage, the voltage at the initial point VA is given, that is VA is 300 voltage. Okay, so from this we can find the potential difference at point C. Voltage A minus voltage drop will be there. So voltage drop is IR. So for the AC section, 300 minus IAC and RAC we already calculated, just substituting the value. Similarly, we have to find for VD. Okay, so VD will be equal to the voltage, that is here. So VD represents VC minus ICD RCD. Okay. Similarly for D, E and B section. So the voltage goes on decreasing. Okay. Next is two-wire DC system ring distributor. That's a 300 meter long, feeding at a point 200 voltage at a point A, and at B 150 meter from A. Load 120 amps is taken, and CA 100 meter in opposite direction load of 80 amps. So we just want to find the current in each direction and voltage at point B and C. Resistance per 100 meter of distribution is here. Okay, so here this is the required diagram. Ring distributor, initial voltage is given, the current flowing from A to B is, okay, A to B is IA, so B to C is the remaining current, IA minus 120, and C to A is IA minus 200. So the same resistance calculation is same as we calculated in previous. So current flowing here is, since it is a ring distributor, we are going to apply the KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Voltage drop across any closed circuit is 0. So IA RA, okay. So IA RA, same. So based on different section, it varies, IAB, BC, CA. So we found what is the resistance for each section. So from this we can find what is IA value, and similarly IBC, just substitute IA minus 120 and IC IA minus 200. since we obtained the value for IBC and IC in negative, that is negative value, so here I just changed the direction of the current. Okay, so we obtained minus 33 and here minus 113.33. So the direction of the current may differ, that is a reverse direction. Okay, opposite direction. Similarly, voltage at point B and C. So we solved in the previous problem. Same concept is applied here. VA minus the voltage drop. Okay, for B and C. Thank you.